2015 Reebok CrossFit Games Open kicks off with a two-part workout, 15.1 and 15.1A, each part being scored as separate events. 15.1 is as many rounds and repetitions as possible in 9 minutes of 15 toes to bar, 10 deadlifts, and 5 snatches. The men's weight for this workout is 115 pounds, and the women's weight is 75 pounds. Immediately following the completion of 15.1, the clock will continue to run for an additional 6 minutes. During this 6-minute window, the athlete must complete workout 15.1A, a 1-rep max clean and jerk. At the call of 3, 2, 1, go, the athlete begins their toes to bar. Every repetition of toes to bar starts with the athlete hanging at full extension and the heels behind the vertical plane that the pull-up bar creates. The repetition is counted when both feet touch the pull-up bar at the same time between the hands. The athlete may make contact with any portion of the foot and the repetition will still count. If the feet do not make contact at the same time, that rep will not count. If the athlete does not start the repetition with their heels behind the bar, that repetition is a no rep. The deadlift begins with the barbell on the ground and finishes when the athlete stands up the weight to full extension of the knees and hips with their shoulders behind the bar at the top of the movement. The athlete may choose any grip they like, but their feet must be inside their hands. No sumo stances are permitted. Once the athlete has achieved lockout, they may drop the barbell from the top. Any repetition that is bounced will not count. If the athlete fails to extend their hips at the top of the repetition, these reps will not count. If the athlete does not lock out their knees at the top, those reps will not count. For the barbell snatch, the athlete must bring the bar from the ground to the overhead position in one smooth motion. This is not ground to overhead anyhow. A clean and jerk where the bar is lifted to the shoulders and then lifted overhead is a no rep. We need to see the arms, hips, and knees fully locked out with the bar clearly over the profile of the athlete's body. Once the athlete has reached lockout, the repetition will count. The athlete may choose to do a split style snatch. However, both feet must return back under the athlete's body while lockout is maintained before the repetition will count. If you are not using full-size bumper plates for this workout, you must start every repetition with the barbell below the knee. If the athlete bounces the repetition, that's a no rep. Any repetition where the athlete does not reach full hip extension is a no rep. Your score for 15.1 is the total number of repetitions completed within the 9 minutes. Immediately following the completion of 15.1, the clock will continue to run for an additional 6 minutes. During this 6-minute window, the athlete must complete workout 15.1A, a 1-rep max clean and jerk. No assistance may be given in the loading of the weights. Clips must be used. Plates smaller than 1/2 pound are not permitted. Before the lift, the athlete must look at their judge and declare how much weight they are attempting to clean and jerk.
156.
Upon completion of the lift, show all plates that were used and the weight of the barbell itself. A 20-kilogram barbell should be recorded as 45 pounds, and a 15-kilogram bar should be recorded as 35 pounds when you submit your score. Before and during the workout, ensure the athlete has adequate space in their lifting area, clear of plates, obstacles, or other people. Clean and jerk starts with the weight on the floor and finishes with the barbell fully locked out overhead with the arms, hips, and legs extended and the bar over the center of the athlete's body when viewed from profile. If the athlete fails to reach extension of the hips and knees before the weight is brought back down or dropped, that repetition will not count. If the athlete chooses to do a split style, both feet must return back under the athlete's body, and the hips and knees must reach extension before the repetition will count. If the athlete does not lock out their arms at the top of the repetition, that rep will not count. If the athlete does not finish with the bar over the center of their body, that rep will not count. Remember, workout 15.1a takes place immediately after 15.1. Only your single heaviest successful lift will be counted for your score. Set a running clock counting up for 15 minutes and perform both workouts. For Masters 55 plus, teenagers, and for all scaled options, be sure to review workout details on games.crossfit.com.